Hey fuckers, it's Friday.
Can't spell shattered without shat or turd.
Like a gut punch to the abdomen.
Some of the funniest shit on the web.
I call it a rock Fred.
I like the cut of your jib, gentlemen.
These five are the only protection we have.
The best part of the show is the genuine Hasbro love.
Good night, folks.
And of course, Pat's weekly farts.
Breaking news. It's very outside of the box.
I
love Friday. Bob's Bait and Tackle, now carrying Hasbro.
They truly are your favorite podcast.
Thoughts, prayers, likes, and shares.
Shatteredcast.
A to B.
Shatteredcast. Is that you? Shatteredcast.
When are you going to bring Larry back?
My favorite Star Wars podcast.
Shatteredcast on
Complete fuckers. This podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now and shut the fuck up, Chip.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Shatteredcast Uncut, episode 308. Yes, we are 308 years old. The rebellion has fallen thanks to the numerous Omnigonics figures we've handed out. And now we move in with the kill with sending them Fans Toys Rogues with the special add-on kit. I'm your host, Oscar Alonso, and joining me tonight, as always, is the filthy foursome themselves. Starting, of course, the professor, one of the smartest men in this country when it comes to the world of Transformers, the one and only Mr. Justin T2R6. Just said it. Oh, well. Wow. I am tired. It is.
What's going on, guys? That's me today.
What's going on, boy?
I'm just going to mumble everything and be completely unintelligible.
That's a stellar impression of Deluxe. Hell yeah, man.
Oh.
You know. Speaking of Deluxe, I went back to watch old Acid Storm beat the hell out of Deluxe in Esquirrel, and noticed someone pirating our videos. So we made it to the big time, boys.
Sure have. We sure have. And on that, I'm going to ride up on that little statement there and just make it official. I made it sure it was cool with everyone else on the podcast, but we are bringing back Ask World.
Yeah.
So we still have all the assets, the backgrounds, everything. Yay! So
Wait.
You know, it's no use having a soundboard if you're just going to be completely off and shout, wait, before you do it.
Better when they're attached to the audio in which you're talking.
There's a major lag with the app. It's totally trash. But
right.
I should just randomly hit like the censor beep so people think we're cursing and censoring us out.
Dirt.
And speaking of censor, this guy will never censor himself. He is strong. He rides his horse. And he should totally grow back the mustache he had because he looked like he coached high school football. Everyone's favorite admin on Facebook, Greg Ford Mercy.
Hi. I actually can't grow the mustache. After, me and hair don't really get along right now. No, I'm just kidding.
That just set the mood off.
So you got to grow back? Yeah.
I cut my hair out yesterday for the first time since I got sick. Something about getting sick made my hair not grow. It was really weird.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I know. It was like I was like, I couldn't find like half my shit. I was like, haven't had a haircut since just like February.
You should grow back the mustache and then wear your Kangol hat again.
I shaved. I completely shaved.
Bro, let it grow, bro.
Cankle.
I completely shaved.
Kangol hat. Brazilian wax. And speaking of Brazilian wax.
Oh, I thought.
Speaking of Brazilian wax, this next guy is a big fan of them. He likes getting them all the time. He likes to make a decorative arrow pointing at his favorite member of his human body. The one and only Matthew, Creamy Legend Deluxe Baldwin. Yeah!
Hey. Hey there, everybody.
So creepy.
I'm not Creamy Legend, but whatever.
I just pictured your big smiling self over at a Brazilian wax place going, just go to town, Pai, make it happen.
Yeah.
Let them know where to look at.
I wouldn't mind a Brazilian wax, man.
This ending isn't happy at all.
It hurts. I'm bleeding.
Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy.
Why's my ass in the air and why am I in pain?
I like getting my asshole bleached.
God dang it, man, you get in here, you give me a colonoscopy with some coffee, bitch. Then he corrects himself like, I'm so sorry. That was really a go Roll Tide.
Yeah. Roll Tide.
And speaking of Roll Tide.
The wax just keeps sticking to the dingleberries. Not
I
that.
ain't got no dingleberries, man. I ain't nasty. Come on, man.
Blue waffles. Speaking of blue waffle, this next guy is probably the guy who started it. And he is having a lot of fun with his soundboard, the one and only Mr. Robert D.
Hello, everybody. It's nice to see you, or hear you, or speak to you. One of the above.
Yeah, you didn't make it last week.
No, I didn't make it last week. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yeah, you were hosting Thanksgiving at your house.
Yes, I was. It didn't disappoint. It was the stereotypical cliche, where like a sister-in-law accused the brother-in-law of selling his ass on the street, and the brother-in-law called the sister-in-law a whore. It was.
Oh, that's good training right there, man.
You're a whore, Gina.
Why didn't you record that and post it on the Shatteredcast webpage?
Fuck you, Lorenzo.
So we made way too much food. It was way too much of a big deal, and like the turkey was mislabeled. Like it said, it was 21 pounds, and I think it was more like 16 pounds, and that really makes a difference when you're timing your meat. And luckily, I had a thermometer, and I was like, "This shit's 175. It's 172 degrees, and it's only been cooking for 3.5 hours." So it kind of was overdone, but I didn't cook it like much longer than that. But it was good. I'm still full from Thanksgiving, honestly, but it was a good time. Did you guys have a good one?
Yeah,
it was a good round here. All right.
Okay.
It was a unique Thanksgiving, so to say. Big changes going on my side of the family. So some people were bitter. They didn't want to hang out on Thanksgiving. My mom. And it was still good overall. I spent it with my mother-in-law and my wife. We got a little Thanksgiving dinner made from Publix, which was off the chain. So we just finished going through the leftovers and deciding, yep, it's time to throw these out. But I discovered a dessert called Marshmallow Delight, which you should never have when you're diabetic, because my shit shot up to like fucking 300 something.
Wow, really?
So yeah, after like a few spoonfuls, and that's like first thing in the morning. I was like, oh my god, this stuff's so good, I can't have it anymore.
I'm pissing blood.
No, my foot fell off, thud.
But pissing diabetes.
My toes are falling off. What the fuck? So wait, what is Marshmallow Delight? It's just a bag of marshmallows.
It has like no, God no. It's it obviously has marshmallows. It has sour cream. It has pineapples. It has Masahiro cherries. And it's oh no man, it just fucking hits that spot so fucking good.
Would you say it's delightful?
Goddamn fucking right, I would.
Wait, did you just say Masahiro cherries?
Masahiro. I can't pronounce. I never could say that right.
That sounds like the Jewish Avengers.
Hey, I'm Masahiro Cherry. How you doing?
Good. Captain Jew, get over here. Look at the deal on these things here. It's too much. I don't want to buy it.
Call me the Mitch.
Sorry, Justin L.
Is he the only person? Is the only Jewish listener we have is Justin L?
No, we've
Clearly.
Oh, I think it was.
Oh no, there's Robert. He's Jewish too.
Oh, is he? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I thought he was just Italian.
You like how I covered for you last week, Robert, where I just said you bought out everything on Amazon and now you got a pallet coming to your house and the postman's pissed at you?
Robert didn't listen to the show.
I didn't listen to this show.
What a piece of shit.
I'm like
What?
Greg, man. I'm too cool, man.
Too cool for school.
I just don't have. If I don't have time to make the show, I don't have time to listen to it.
That's true.
I'm
man.
still catching up on my favorite podcast.
What's that?
Sleep with me?
Yes.
The donkey show?
Actually, well, I'll tell you something, Robert. I'm not going to tell everybody. I'll tell you. Well, I'll tell all of you that I don't want to talk about on the show. But
okay.
I found Sleep With Me Jesus last night.
That's good.
I found Scooter
Jesus.
Christ.
Everybody needs
Scooter
Jesus.
Christ came and saw me last night.
I like scooters, man. I was in a little scooter game when I was like 12 years old. It was awesome. I had a little Raz scooter. It was awesome.
Right.
Bored into a scooter gang, you're gonna die in a scooter gang.
Yeah. I'd do a scooter gang right now. It'd be awesome. My little fat ass trying to ride a scooter. It'd be awesome.
You know,
Just get
SCU.
Walmart.
Scooter crew.
United?
There we go. Perfect.
Nice.
Fuck Transformers,
I can
man.
see us all riding scooters together down the road.
I can see us all being the worst fucking scooter gang ever. All out of breath.
We get tired of riding scooters. Like,
I was like, Matt, what are you drinking? I'm drinking Mountain Dew, man. Free hydrating, buddy.
I was thinking about the scooters like at the grocery store.
That's what I was thinking. Motorized like grocery.
Where you use like the little grabby claw to like get the pie filling off the top shelf.
I think that's what Matt was talking about too.
No, I was talking about the other scooters, but I
was talking about like razors.
I would love a Walmart scooter gang with y'all. That'd be awesome. And yeah, get the claw, try to get the stuff on the top, bro. Run into everything. Don't really give a fuck. Yeah. YOLO.
Every time we get up, we're like, we can walk. We can walk. Oh, praise your Lord. We can walk. Oh, Jesus.
It's actually, it's funny because after like a couple times when I got out of the hospital, especially my surgery, and I wasn't supposed to walk. Like they were like, take it easy, blah, 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 blah. And I had to use a little scooter for a couple of days afterwards when I went to the store.
Did you wear your Kangol hat?
I would probably. It's not a Kangol hat, but it's a lot nicer than that. Don't like name Samuel L. Jackson to you.
If you squint your eyes a little bit.
Yeah, I would like take that scooter and then I'd stand up and grab something and people look at me like fucking like it was a tent revival, like it was a fucking miracle. They're like, "Oh my God, you can stand up, you can walk."
Nah, I thought most people would be pissed off. Like, man, you need to get your ass off that damn scooter. Walk.
That bastard stole a motorized shopping cart. Son of a bitch.
Speaking of shopping carts and things we put into our shopping carts and we get them at home, did anybody get anything, Justin?
I did this time.
What'd you get? Tell me. Yeah, talk all seductive like that. Yeah.
So the I saw online that the KFC Ditka, which is notoriously a piece of shit, as everybody tells me, was on sale for $100. So I was like, well, I don't know if this Fans Toys one is ever coming, so let's get KFC Ditka. And he's a disappointing piece of shit. I mean, he's not bad.
Still $100. So that, of course, is the title of Matt's sex tape.
No, like in the end, he's really not that bad, I would say. He definitely has a problem standing up. Like I think he has some good looks, but like there's a lot of things like someone I was reading comments somewhere and like someone nailed it on the head that like Fans Toys said that they were making theirs and KFC just like and just like rushed theirs out and like there's so many things that like they could have done better that they just didn't do. Like the fact that there's like these little I guess like the swivel points on the cockpit there, like that stop the head from being able to rotate, like that's a huge problem, like I don't quite understand what they were doing with some of their decisions.
Look over to your right while in battle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if you've got a toy that you've announced and then you see Fans Toys is about to announce one too, you really don't have to hurry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got time. I mean, like
it's like Night of the Living Dead. Like, yeah, maybe pick up a brisk walk.
Exactly.
I respectfully disagree. I think if Fans Toys can announce a figure, you've got 2 years. You might as well release yours early if it hasn't been released as a character from another company yet, because you're going to get everyone jumping on it if it looks decent, even if it doesn't perform well. Everyone will buy it. And then you don't have to worry about competing with Fans Toys. You don't wait until Fans Toys comes out and then release yours. I mean, we're seeing it with Menasor now. There are people, diehard DX9 fans, X-Transbots fans, that are sticking with theirs, and that's cool. So maybe I'm wrong. I just argued myself in a circle.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe he's still $100.
Yeah.
I thought he'd be down to 60 or 50.
And like, like he definitely has problems standing and stuff. Like, but like he looks good. It's just like, yeah, he just needs some work. So like, it's definitely one of those toys I think I'm gonna have to, open things up and see if there's just like anything that can be done to make him better. Because I refuse to believe that he's just complete trash. But my fingers are crossed that Fans Toys one comes out someday, like promised. So we'll see. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm still supposed to keep going on what I got this week. I also got the Masterpiece Bumblebee, and
okay, yeah,
he's not bad.
Okay.
Not the best MP I've ever seen, but he's not bad.
Sorry to interrupt, but respect to those that got it. It's great. When you guys asked me if I bought it, I said no. I'm happy with the first release of him. I think it looks great with my X-Transbots Cliff Jumper with his massive hump. But I prefer him.
That's 100% true. I don't think that the new Bumblebee really looks as good next to the X-Transbots Cliff Jumper, as he does, as the original one does.
It looks like he needs to eat a sandwich or something next to the Cliff Jumper. Yeah,
I could see that. So, but I mean, like, if you're going for cartoon accurate looking, then like you're probably not doing
straight
much
on
better.
Looks...
So. Yeah, I mean, it's overall, I would say it's a good toy. I hope it holds up. My definitely is concerning that, like, the first time you, like, pick him up, you're like, oh, well, that's a pretty crazy wobble to his legs there. Like, you pick up the one that you've had for years now, and, like, it doesn't do that. So, we'll see. But, I mean, he's not bad.
And I really like the red Diaclone version of that Bumblebee they made, too.
Mm-hmm.
Which was a gift from the wife, which is, oh God, it's fucking so many weird stickers on it. But, so yeah, anything else?
And other than that, I got on a Black Friday deal, I got a Samsung Active 2 smartwatch. So now I can
very cool.
Get rid of that old dumb watch.
Baller.
Yeah.
And that's what's up. You sexy bitch, you. Speaking of sexy bitches, Gregors, what'd you get this week?
Well, finally, after many false starts, I got the Make Toys Dirge I paid for months ago.
Cool.
And, he's not bad.
All right.
He is not, the sky was not falling, nor was anything falling off the figure.
That's good.
Let me ask you this. Did he come with the wing fillers?
Yeah, for Starscream.
And did he come with his own wing fillers?
He doesn't need them.
He doesn't need them.
Why doesn't he need them? There's no, like, so they're...
They couldn't do the same thing with the cone heads because the jet has the top of the wings and the robot has the bottom of the wings. So they flat out can't do the same thing that they did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, fuck you, Make Toys.
Yeah, it's just a solid piece.
Fuck you too, Razzle.
It's just one solid piece. There's no, like, screws in there, and yeah, it's just one solid piece.
Perfect.
I got I was worried, and I saw a deal. So I grabbed a $40 Masterpiece Ramjet. And pretty much everything that Justin just said about Ditka, just go listen to that again in regards to my Masterpiece Ramjet. He's in multiple parts right now. I'm trying to figure out how to make him not a floppy mess, but they fit well together. I mean, they're pretty much the same proportion, size, everything, limbs, the bulk's the same. So, if you don't want to get all three, or you already have like one Takara, you could mix them and they look all right. And buddy of mine hooked me up with a Ninja Turtles NECA Bebop and Rocksteady 2-pack, which apparently is the new craze. Everyone's going crazy for them.
$160
means what?
I don't know. I saw them on eBay for like 160 or something.
Oh yeah, I know, it's ridiculous. And like NECA's like, we just shipped out like several thousand.
Just be patient.
They'll be there next week. And people are like, no, scalpers hijacked the trucks and stole them. Like, it's the most ridiculous shit.
It's just not Transformer fans. It's every fan.
It's every fandom, yeah.
Someone posted. I'm sorry. No, what were you saying? Oscar, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I find it funny. Like, you never see certain people in the community ever talk about a fucking Ninja Turtle. And then when NECA releases something, it's like suddenly
Yeah, I'm just reliving my childhood with these Ninja Turtles, bro. Just scored them shits. Got an extra 2 cases of them too, bro. $75 shipped each.
Well, it's just they see that people are having trouble finding them, so like, oh, they want them.
Yeah.
And there was like a Godzilla they put out, and people were like, "I don't really think about Godzilla. What's it coming out?" And like, there's pictures people are posting, bitching that like they're like, "Look at my Target, it's trash," because the only thing they don't have is Bebop and Rocksteady. But like, the Godzilla's in the picture, the one that like is never coming out, but it's in the picture, and NECA's like, "It's right there. I see something in this picture."
There's always someone commenting.
That's bullshit. They never released that Godzilla.
It's right there.
Ma, go fetch me a Hot Pocket, my Godzilla.
I love some Hot Pockets.
I do too,
No,
Matt.
you don't. Why?
I actually
What's
got
it gonna be? Hot Pockets.
Ask answer.
Excellent. Anything else?
Nothing really applicable to the show.
Okay.
There was something else I was going to say about it.
You got Black Arachnia too, right?
I got Black Arachnia last week. Yeah, I don't know if that got mentioned or not. I already had Bumblebee.
I don't listen to our show either.
Oh, Caleb sent me a Clone Commander Obi-Wan.
Dude, nice. SH figure art or
man.
Black Series?
Black Series.
Nice.
Caleb's a good dude, man.
Nice.
It's a good looking figure too, man. It's the face is on par with pretty much any similar scale figure.
If you're not friends with Caleb, you need to be friends with Caleb because he's a good dude.
Caleb is good people. I think I talked to him once.
That dude dick punched me at TFCon.
You liked it too, though. You deserved it.
Yeah, but then you guys
bit.
made out, so shut
That
up.
was a compliment.
You probably deserved it, though. So.
I asked for it.
Okay,
Oh man, good burn, my go Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Speaking of Roll Tide, what'd you get, Matt?
Before I got so I told y'all I got some. I broke my Fans Toys Omega Supreme. I tried for like 2 hours trying to get that crotch piece off, and I still cannot get it off. I mean, I may need to talk to Justin about see if he can figure it out for me. Because I tried to replace the part of that I broke and everything, and I'll sit there for 2 hours trying to get this thing damn open. It wouldn't do it. Took out all the screws I think that I could. That's possibly to do it. But
Ooh, did you have an Omega Supreme moment?
Yeah. What was that moment though?
I mean, Ultra Magnus. God damn it.
Oh, open, damn it, open.
You're like, damn it, open.
It would, man. I'm trying to pry this shit off. Man, I've shaved some shit off. It won't do it. But anyways, what I got this week, I got today I picked up the Tiny Toon Terror things from NECA. I got the Pinhead. I got the Pinhead today. Pretty cool. And I got
big, man. Those are big pins. That's
no. That's not the NECA Ultimate. No, this is the little Tiny Toon things. They're like $12.
NECA Ultimate.
No, that's the one I sent him the picture of, and I was like, "Hey, you want this?" And he's like, "Oh no, I'm not getting those."
I did not. I said I'll wait. I didn't want to pay for shipping for it. If I
he was
could
like,
get it
"Not from you. I want it from Terry Wong."
I have the. Hey, Terry Wong's a wonderful dude, man. You need to shut the fuck up about that. Anyway,
don't talk about my man.
That's a good fella right there. Anyways, I picked up Jason and Freddy already, and I found Pinhead today, so I picked him up.
I like them because they're like Scooby-Doo villains.
Hey Matt, do you own a Terror?
Yes, I do.
Oh, did you get it from Terror?
I might have got it from Terry.
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 I picked up from Crash Box Customs, Mr. Are you done, Robert? Is it funny?
I pictured Terry Wong dressing like Terror. Okay, I'll stop now.
I don't know what he looks like. I've never seen what he looks like.
Terror.
He's got a mustache, cool goatee.
He's really into purple.
He's got a purple coat, purple pants. He's like a mix between Prince and Savini. Tom Savini.
I like Terry Wong like a step cousin, man. He's awesome. He's a really nice guy.
That close, huh? You wanna?
Yeah, he's really good. From Crashbox Custom, Mr. Pinkerton. Y'all don't know him. He's in the ROC. I got the Freddy from Mezco, and I've looked at him, and he's pretty good. I really like him. Then I got the New Age Megatron, the clear and the gold versions. And I picked up the Siege Astro Train. And yeah, exactly.
Was that someone's ham radio?
I think so. I was trying to reach out to the Walking Dead people.
Did you? Now, when you got the Megatron, did you run around like you were like you were playing GoldenEye?
My God, he's what do you call that guy with the little one?
Oddjob.
Oddjob.
Yeah.
Matt, you're Oddjob, man.
Okay. That's fine.
Matt, you have to take a picture of yourself with a fedora on.
I don't have a fedora, man. I'm sorry.
You got it. I will mail you one for Christmas, you amazing bastard.
I'm good. I think that's all I got. I'm still looking for some Siege stuff. I don't.
Is that how you reach out to Terry? Do you use a ham radio?
No, Morse code.
Are you just like Terry?
No, I have a bat phone or whatever for Terry, and I just pick it up, and he picks up, and we talk.
When you order your toys, your Terry's from Terry, do you use Terry's? Do you use Terry's free standard shipping, or do you go for that secret UPS option?
I use the secret UPS option.
Yeah, dude. Man, you should. I got a big ass box from him, and that wasn't even everything. One day, I got home, and my Uber driver was like, "What's that?"
Every time
it's
I
like
get
a
stuff
bunch of
from him,
knockoffs.
It looks like it's like cocaine or something. But I got a big box coming from him next. Hopefully, it'll be here next week. I think it's in JFK right now. I swear, he shipped really quick. I mean, he ships just the same day. To be honest, when you order, it's just customs.
Styrofoam is weightless, so.
Did you ask Terry if he can help you get your crotch off?
No, I didn't. I did not.
That's how he ended up at that nail salon, getting the happy ending. I had his ass in the air with his butthole getting waxed, and it didn't work out too good. Terry played a little Terry joke on him.
If anybody knows how to get that crotch off of the Fans Toys Omega, please reach out to me, because I prodded that thing. I took a knife and I took some scissors and tried to fucking open that shit up, and it just wouldn't come off. So
did you try dirty talking?
It just wouldn't come off. The title of Matt's sex tape.
Why would I? Yeah, whatever.
Did you pray on it though?
I might have prayed. I did some Sheriff's prayers and Care Bears.
Roll Tide, please undo this hip. Please Roll Tide. Please.
If you're having problems with it, Matt, let me know. I'll take a look at mine, but
Justin will fix it and send it back to you.
I mean, you could even just send me the part and the minimum.
I'd have to send you the whole big thing. I mean, it would be the whole. I mean, I would. No, the shipping would just be.
Yeah, I mean, I'll see what I can do with mine. I'm not willing to really go at mine too hard if mine's not broken, right. But I will.
Totally
I will take a look. So.
Motherfucker, you worried about shipping. You buy hundreds of dollars of Transformers. What's it going to kill you to pay $50 to ship a 10-pound Omega Supreme to Justin?
Yeah, to pay $50 to send it back to. I'm not doing it.
Ooh, in your face.
Put in my place. Speaking of
putting my place. That's
all I got. What'd you get?
What'd you get this week?
Damn it.
What did I get?
Yeah.
Herpes.
I got sick. I got a respiratory infection, which is great.
Yeah, won't shut the fuck up syndrome.
I got won't shut the fuck up syndrome. I got a new office. I expanded my offices, which is very exciting.
You finally did that? That's good.
We got the office. Matt's been to my office. Oscar, were you at my office when you visited?
No, I was only at your home.
But Matt, that office I have, the one next to it too now, which is like a third bigger than the one I have. So now I have two large offices. It's really awesome. A little daunting, but if you build it, they will come. I've got to just have faith. It was a good opportunity. I seized on it. I got the carpet guys coming tomorrow. Going to make it real nice. So I'm very excited. And I got in MPB finally. It took forever. DHL played some scam where they said it was delivered last week, and it wasn't. It showed up yesterday. Mm-hmm. Same thing happened with Black Arachnia. It was signed for by someone who doesn't work in the building. like claimed like someone named A Man signed it. A Man. I just realized it. A Man. A man. Literally is A.MANN. That must be their bogus name. A Man.
Are you sure it wasn't Amy Man?
No, it was A Man. A Man signed for the freaking packages, and they were delivered yesterday. So,
Man?
A fucking man. But I didn't get to transform him yet. Black Arachnia looks beautiful. I love the alt mode. I think it might be mistransformed in terms of her back, because I think I saw photos where it's kind of laid a little differently. I don't know. I'll play with it. Maybe you guys know.
That's what she said.
I don't know, but I don't like the ball joints in the insect legs. I have a problem with that because look, it's just. I understand they're small and spindly, and what could they have done? I don't know, but I know Fans Toys did it. They had like Universals, didn't they? So I don't know why they.
Well, the legs are supposed to reconfigure in an attack mode as well.
Yeah. See,
so that would be kind of hard to do with Hengies.
Yeah, as a matter of opinion, like if you have to sacrifice the basic functionality to get a gimmick, I'd rather you stick with just foundational functionality and give me something beautiful. You know what I mean? Than just sacrifice for the sake of an extra gimmick. But because like the product images show her standing on her insect feet. She's not an insect. She's an arachnid, right? On her spider legs, and she can't. And
if you mess with it, you can a little bit. I mean, you can try to get it to it.
I know if you put clear nail polish on it, I'm just not a clear nail.
Well, no, I got to stand up on it one time, and then it wouldn't do it anymore.
I don't mind. I don't hate it. I love it. I think it looks beautiful. I can't wait to transform it. I really can. I enjoy the transformations of the Beast Wars figures, even though there's like a lot of paint on them. I don't get scared. I don't get scared.
This one's easy. The Black Arachnia is probably the easiest masterpiece transformation, and that stand is awesome. That web stand is beautiful.
I found myself, I mean, it's the paint. Just looking at it with the box, it just like smacks you in the face how beautiful it is. And the MPB, right? Open the box. You don't get that impression off of paint, but I love the sculpt of that alt mode. It seems to be, a lot of people don't like it. A lot of people do like it. I'm on the side of the fence of I really like it because that's what I saw in the cartoon.
But what bothered me in it yet?
No, I didn't. I want to.
Stick a penny in the back. Yeah.
I'm going to do that. I wish you could pull it back and it goes. That would have been sick.
Oh, that would have been sweet.
That would have been fucking awesome if they could figure that one out. That would have been like
justified that price point.
I swear to God, just figure that out. I don't care if I put my own rubber band on it. I don't care. Just say, insert a rubber band here. Pull back. Let's go. No, hit the wall, you broke MP.
The only thing I can say about the alt mode, and while I do like the alt mode, I kind of think that the Toy World B did it better. It's less paneling.
I'm sorry, I thought Justin was gonna do an Oriental voice just now. I'm like,
wow.
Don't lower yourself, dude. You're the smart one.
Oh yeah, by the way, Greg, your comic post with Robert and I, my wife absolutely adored it. She even recognized the cartoon it was from. So
it was stupid.
It took forever to actually get her to actually like tell me what she was laughing so hard about. Yeah, so it was good.
I'm actually a really considerate guy, okay? Justin's a prick. We went to NJCC once, and he didn't sit with me at lunch the first time we did that together. Remember that, Justin?
You went to lunch on your own. I was looking for Robert, and Robert decided that he was going to lunch on his own. So I have no part of that problem.
He does that too.
He does that. No, Robert at White Castle.
So what the funny thing is, I had a conundrum. I had a constitutional crisis in my own mind, right? I opened the package, and I'm like, fuck, this thing is... all the nerds are complaining about double tape. I don't give a shit. Like, who gives a fuck? Oh, there's double tape on it. They opened it, inspected it. I feel robbed. Like, what? But, wow. You didn't see any of those complaints about the double tape?
Oh, did you see it? Did you see the one on Amazon Japan? The people are like, it's got 1 star out of 5 reviews, and like the first review's like, if you translate it, it's like double taped. I opened the box and it's double taped. I could not give this as gift if wanted to. Right. I don't know what I do. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
You know what, Greg? Honestly, we can do the accent, but what you just did was offensive.
Actually, what Oscar said a second ago was technically offensive.
Everything.
We don't use the O word these days.
Oriental?
Yeah, they don't like that. And by they, I'm just gonna shut up. You guys are dragging me. You guys are dragging me into a
the white women.
Hate crime.
This is a fucked up show, man.
Yeah.
And where's
Dude, everything
where's
I get
Terry?
Everything I get from Terry is double. I mean, they check that shit, and I think they even repack it or something because they give it a new label. It's like it comes from him, but then I get a new label from New Jersey. Like I always get a New Jersey address.
Man, you're getting knockoffs. That's why.
I'm not getting knockoffs. What are you talking about?
So
You're getting Chinese knockoffs made in America.
You're getting a knockoff of a Chinese knockoff. That's why you're getting 2 sets of packaging.
Is that fourth party though? Would that be considered fourth party?
I think so.
Or
That's
fifth?
forthcoming.
Oh, okay. What else you get, Robert?
Figure. So yeah, but what the thing is, like, I had a conundrum. I open it up and I look, and I'm like, wow. So someone inspected this thing, and I'm assuming when they opened it to inspect it, they transformed it because the thing is paneled. Like the panels are all popped, all of it. It was just thrown back in there. Like I was getting something back from Bobby. Like when you send Bobby something, it comes back. Like it's like he used his ass cheeks to transform it back to get it into the box. Like
Wait, this thing doesn't even have panels on it, but somehow they're all popped out. It's a statue.
I was like, did I send this to Bobby to review? I mean, that was like came into my mind. Like that's how fucking just thrown in that box it was. And I was annoyed. And I was thinking, wait a minute. Why the fuck am I annoyed? Because I get shit from fans' toys all the time that's mistransformed in the box, right? And I don't hate it. I just look for the way to fix it, and then I'm proud of it, and I make fun of the people that are annoyed at it because they didn't understand that it was mistransformed. And then I realized I'm justified, in my opinion at least, because in fans' toys means to do that when they package it. It may be to preserve paint or prevent breakage or to get it in the box, but it's always packed the same way on purpose. This was just thrown in sloppy, and it really gives a bad impression, right? Because it's like, okay, now it's being made in Vietnam. It's affecting, I believe, the value of the product if it's giving an impression of, okay, they moved to Vietnam, QC is nowhere near the same as it was in the other factory, And maybe that's not a fair opinion. It just gives that impression because it's not so easily to get the panels all back together. It's not, because especially seeing how many people broke bits on it right out of the box, and I suspect they broke certain parts trying to get it back together. Like the penny slot part someone broke. Like there are different places where if you put pressure thinking that's where you're going to get the panel back in, you might snap something. So that's not cool.
I couldn't get
Zoe's like, is this another Bumblebee bitch fest?
I just can't wait.
She's so tired.
I mean, so far I love the alt mode. I can't wait to transform it. I don't mind it being light. I don't. So I'm looking forward to that.
I couldn't get everything. I couldn't get all the panels. Every time I would try to move something else would just move out of the way. So I really couldn't get it all lined up in the alt mode. I still like it. It's a beautiful alt mode. Like I said, it just comes out of the cartoon. But I just couldn't get everything lined up right. The doors would just, start moving out of the way and stuff. It's just, so it's kind of annoying. But
and I got a NECA Bebop and Rocksteady.
Nice.
You got 5 cases of them.
$700.
I wanted an ROC raffle.
Did you really?
Oh my god.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay. I mean, you could.
64 spots at $10 each. Come on, guys.
I love it. No one knows when I'm gonna hit. I'm like the Grim Reaper. When something comes up, I'll be like, I'll take 30 slots. Paid.
Why have you not got into the 2 Voltrons I got for?
Because I have it. I have
another one.
No, because mathematically it doesn't make sense. Just in terms of, look, they're free to set with however many slots they want, but it always depends on the amount of slots available, which makes the total cost, and then how many tickets I can buy to like, okay, if I'm buying an amount of slots that'll get me something close to retail, but already the secondary market's higher, but getting me close to retail gives me more than like a 35% chance of winning, I'm in. But if the number of slots available make it like where getting like a third of the 35% chance of winning costs more and like almost what the secondary market value is, I'm not going to do it. You know, but I have enough Voltrons right now. I'm sorry, I do, and I don't love if that SOC vehicle Voltron was perfection, I probably would, but I know it's flawed. Even though there's a lot of people defending it, I strongly suspect they're defending it because they spent a lot of money on it, and they don't want to admit to what to its faults. And one of my biggest faults are not just the shoulder connections, the shoulder rotation. And I watched Bobby's review of it, and he didn't even he didn't mean it because he doesn't give a shit, but he didn't actually cover the arm just going up and down, because mine, the one he reviewed, doesn't. You put the arm up, it's like right down, like there's no ratchet strength to it, so the build isn't good. The SOC Goal Lion is fucking perfect. It's literally perfect. That thing I would get if I could get that thing again without having to invest in the vehicle one. I would, but it's a twofer. I don't want. I'm swimming in toys right now. My office. I'm like the fucking trash heap from Fraggle Rock right now. I swear to God. But it's boxes. It's fans.
What do you mean? What do you mean? If you could. What do you mean? Whoa! What do you mean? Back up. Do you mean you need another Lion Voltron, or are you just saying that to?
No, I don't need another one.
No.
All
right, shut up, asshole. Hey, Oscar, what'd you get this week?
I hope they waffle off the new age Starscream.
Hey, Oscar.
Yeah, we're like.
Hey, Oscar.
Yeah.
What did you get this week?
Well, we're 40 minutes in. Totally worth this segment.
That's when you know you have a good show.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry, because there's not shit to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I got some Star Wars stuff in today. I am.
That is forbidden on this podcast, sir.
Balls deep in the Mandalorian right now, so I've got a bunch of Mandalorians. I got my ham coming in from Best Buy. Just some
from Best Buy.
Heavy artillery Mandalorian. I got my prototype Boba Fett. I just opened that up today. I got a couple more things. Boba Fett.
Where?
Yeah, I know. Like no one's like I've made that comment several times, and people are like, "Boba, what?" Yeah, Boba Fett. Boba Fett, the guy in the green armor, gray shirt. Yeah. I'm like, Boba, where? It's like he's in Star Wars. I'm like, oh, okay.
Is he in the Mandalorian? Shut the fuck up. No, yeah. So I got that and a bunch of items I bought for Christmas for the family.
No,
nice.
Yeah. They just had the Mandalorians for Oscar.
Yeah, I tried actually did a lot of searching for a Mandalorian figure, and besides the $75 eBay figures and the $130 Carbonite Mandalorian, I think I'm just gonna wait out. I believe Amazon has them dropping on the 17th for like $30.
Yeah, they got more coming out, and Mayfax still hasn't shown one. That figure arts one sold out pretty quick, but
I almost bought the SH figure art Boba Fett, but I decided I'm good.
Don't get into it because figure arts is so expensive, man.
I know about
down
figure
that
arts,
rabbit
bro.
hole. It's just
dude,
crazy.
I went down it with Dragon Ball Z, man. It was hard to get out too.
Me too.
So, but that's fucking hot. That's about all I got. I am.
You just said it's fucking hot. It just went on.
I know. I got a chuckle out of Justin. His icon lit up. It's just like, yes, you did. Excellent. Excellent wordplay.
Your quota is filled for the week, though.
Don't ever do that again. No, but I'm gonna be saving up, see if I could get my hands on that extra bots Menasor.
Nice.
Got a good job, but kind of still starting over, so things aren't as easy as they used to be. So wish me luck on that.
Good thing that one's not that expensive.
Yeah. So
just get a change.
That's say what?
Get a change jar going.
Spare change.
Yeah, I checked our change. I have enough in quarters to get half the minutes to rebuy half of the extra spots in the store. I'm not even kidding. Like, I was like counting it. I was getting all excited too. And I was like, I could buy some extreme spots with this.
Hell yeah, man.
Fan bro prices.
Speaking
You
of
definitely can get it at
Fanbro,
the Fanbro price.
everyone's favorite new toy line, Transform Element, has released prototype images of their Mirage.
It looks pretty good.
Yawn.
I was actually thinking about it, like, because I was looking at the MMC one, which I do feel is like it's one of those figures I'm like, I am never going to replace this, right? But then like I kind of looked at it and I'm like, I mean, I'm still, for me personally, I'm not gonna replace mine. But like, if you are heavy into the cartoon aesthetic, I do feel like this is closer than the MMC one.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
I like the feet on this one better than the MMC one.
The MMC one is a really interesting kind of hybrid because it's like a callback to the MP10 aesthetic, but it touches on the new type. It was really a pioneer in terms of articulation and everything. It really was. That's what made it so wonderful. But it's like it's a mix between toon and toy and realistic, and but it doesn't fit with MP Sunstreaker, really. It doesn't look right. MP44 it doesn't look right.
Nope.
Even though it's beautiful. It's too shinny.
Yeah, it's a good moment, but I really like this one. It looks pretty good. I think I might be in on this one.
Yeah, but it's gray.
Yeah, I hope they put some paint on it. I mean, I'm hoping. I got my fingers crossed.
I cannot wait until the first MP scale company just like drops the pots of paint like in the box with the toy. Good luck.
Nice.
Flames Toys are gonna do that.
Awesome.
I just can't wait till half of it's clear, and it's an exclusive, and everyone buys it, and then they sell the other half clear as a general release.
Well, because they made all the parts not clear, or they made both halves not clear, and then they made both halves not clear. So you have to do that. There's just no choice.
And then sell the original clear half general release after that, and just piss everyone off. They got to do that.
I think it looks fine, but like people are going fucking crazy about it, and like I don't think it warrants like that much. I don't know. Everyone was fine. Everybody was still like looking for MMC Mirage. It's like, oh, I almost got all the repaints. Just got to get that G2 one with the alligator on the side. And all of a sudden, they're like, who wants to buy my MMC Mirages?
Hey, Justin, is there a technology that exists? I know you have the privacy glass, right? You push a button and it's clear. Push a button and it's opaque. Can they do that with colored glass or colors, paint, or whatever?
There are paints that you can change colors by applying different currents of electricity to. Yeah.
Can you imagine, like, you have a colored Mirage in a box and you push a button and it goes clear?
Oh, that would be sweet.
I don't know how you would do that.
9-volt battery.
That would be tougher.
I'm glad they're going back. I mean, they're still doing the G1 stuff because they got the Beast Wars Legends stuff going on and everything because they're all over the place with some of their stuff. But I'm glad they're going back to the G1, kind of aspect of stuff. But I hope they do I hope they finish off their Legends Beast Wars stuff. I got their Black Arachnia coming in. I'm really excited to get her.
Maybe they're diversifying. They're diversifying. They're like, we'll do Legends, Beast Wars.
That's good.
I'm gonna agree with what Greg said earlier because this is reminding me of like the whole Ninja Turtle thing. I don't see a lot of people talking about Mirage, how much they love Mirage, and then this gets released. Suddenly everyone's all like, "Oh man, finally, yeah!" So
I think
for the Mirage. Thank God.
To be fair, it's something new though. It's nothing new. It's Mirage and everything, but it's a new figure from a company that at least they're giving us new stuff. I'm excited for that. I'm not excited because it's Mirage. I'm just excited that we're getting stuff. We're still getting stuff from this company.
This is why I think collecting will never be done with for most people because they think I just want this season. I want seasons 1 through 3 done, and then I can rest. It's never going to end. You'll always get revisits of prior released figures. You will always have some bait to go after, you know?
Yeah, I mean, at some point, like, and for me, this is exactly why, like, I don't care about this. Like, I'm not picking it up. Like, I am happy with my Mirage. Like, I was kind of annoyed when MP itself started going into this more tune accurate look, you know, like it's just not how I was kind of curating the collection, and it almost forced a redo, and I don't like that, you know. So
nobody tells Justin what to do.
Exactly.
No one mind. Only the Colonel over at KFC.
He's the only direct line.
Justin invented the double down.
what would y'all do if Masterpiece of Takara released a Mirage? Would y'all want to get that?
Bitch, it wasn't a Jazz.
True. Or a Cliff Jumper.
Say it's going to cost $900.
That's the thing that will make me potentially bite on something else, right? Like, I got B because he's an MP, you know, and like I'll check out the MP version of whatever figure, but you know, I'm not restarting a whole collection, you know. I'm not doing it because of MP either, you know, but I'll pick up their G1 MP offerings, you know. I'm just not going in on this, that, and the other company that are deciding to do the same thing. So.
Gotcha. Well, I'm sure the price is going to be at least, I'll say probably around 120 for this guy, maybe.
Yeah, well, another reason to say fuck Mirage.
Wow. Roll Tide.
I went there, man. Roll Tide. Roll Tide.
I'm getting them probably. I like them.
Speaking of,
I'm getting 3 of them.
You're gonna get 3 of them, man.
I'm getting the light blue repaint.
Oh, right on. I'm gonna get the cell shaded version.
I feel like at this point, why would you buy the first release of this figure, right? You know the better one's coming second run. It's going to happen. It's like buying fans toys. Really, it is.
Yeah, that is true.
Who's going to buy 3 Mirages?
I am.
I know.
Not really.
If there's somebody, it would be you, Matt, to be honest with you.
Raven Terry's TF Club. Terror.
I like Terry.
When their Takara boys don't look crazy.
It's a good
Speaking of
website, too.
Takara, it's not. Speaking of Takara, Masterpiece Raiden.
I personally find this to be kind of an interesting decision. Like, you know, I'm all for it. I'll be interested to see what Zeta actually does, since they were doing one. I don't know if they'll say they care or not, but I mean,
I bet they got cease and desist.
They backed off. They could have, yeah.
Zeta?
Yeah, I mean, they backed off of their Unicron pretty quickly, right? So, yeah. I don't know.
What if they're going at the Zeta? That's why they decided to announce this.
But they're doing it because of that train celebration thing.
Yeah,
that's
but
the whole point.
Even with the train celebration, like, why wouldn't you just reissue a Raiden gift set as opposed to making an MP Raiden?
Because the Japanese love their big show and their ceremony.
Yeah.
I mean, why would you make a 7-Eleven MP10 just because you really like Slurpees and fucking crunchy hot dogs?
Well, you make a 7-Eleven MP10 because 7-Eleven paid you to do it. It's different, right?
What about that fried chicken delivery car Bumblebee?
But I mean, like, legitimately speaking here, like, you're saying that because of the train celebration, they're gonna make a whole set of combining robots. What is it? 5 of them or 6 of them? I can't remember for Raiden.
There's 6.
6, right? Yeah. So you're making 6 robots. I mean, admittedly, some of them probably will share the same engineering and stuff. Like, there's no reason not to. But, like, you know, like 7-Eleven Optimus Prime is just repainting a mold that you already made. You didn't make Optimus Prime any different because, you know, 7-Eleven paid you to make that version. So, I mean,
yeah, well, I just wanted to say Slurpees and crunchy hot dogs, honestly. But I would expect that kind of petty from Hasbro right now, but not necessarily Takara.
Mm-hmm.
So is it going to be limited? I'm sure it's going to be a limited thing. I think it's going to be hopefully around. They said the promotion thing ends around March of 2020, so it's probably going to be around that time when this comes out. So
What's it gonna cost?
It's gonna be
150
pretty
piece.
expensive. I mean, these I can't imagine them being overly small figures, right? So, and then 6 of them, like, yeah, it's gonna be an expensive figure to put together.
That's the next question, though, right? Does this? I mean, this will set the standard, the official standard for what a combiner should scale as.
Combiner.
Yeah, I've already seen people making comments. So like, I hope car gets the scale right. They probably won't get the scale right, and
they get to decide the scale.
I know I didn't comment, but I'm like, okay.
They get to decide, and what would be awesome is that they make it bigger than Zeta. That's how they get them.
Now, is this going to be you're going to buy a piece at a time, or is it going to do a box set?
I have to imagine it's a piece at a time.
Okay.
I hope it's a box set.
They'll probably do a box set later. You can do it like they do.
A 6-figure box set. What's 6 times 150? They can't be $150 each. They're gonna be like $175, $250 each. The way they're priced now.
It's gonna be a $1,200 combiner.
You'll be $170.
Think about it, right? Why would they charge less than the going rate for an MP scaled figure?
Oh yeah.
And if it's a combiner?
Yeah, there's no reason that these are gonna be reasonably priced at all.
They're not. It's not like wishful thinking. I'm not gonna. My opinion's not gonna affect the price. I wish they were $100 or less, but realistically, I mean, how much was B? Greg, what was the price of B? Was it $93?
I think
It's like $90 if you bought it from like a Japanese retailer.
Well, and then they knocked the Amazon price went down like $5. Like after the fact, you get a credit back.
So let's say it's $100 on average, right, for like an MP scaled Bumblebee, and MP44 was $335, $350, or is it $400?
Well, it was shipped. No, it was $320 something, but that was with shipping. So you can just say it was like $3. And then the MP49, which is the Nemesis Prime, is like $202 or $2, depending on, I don't know. Art got a couple, and he said that his came out to be $208 a piece.
So if each of these is MP10 sized, they're not going to be close to $200 each.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely, are going to be, and you gotta count, any of the parts that are going to go into actually making a combiner. Whether that is parts forming or combined, that's still extra parts. Yeah, it's not going to be. There is no chance that this comes out being cheap. This is why I just don't think that, they're going to make it a box set. Like, you struggled enough getting people to try to bite on Unicron, and like this, if you do 6 figures at MP44 scale for the robot mode, like you're talking like $1,000 for a combiner.
$1,200 plus tax and shipping.
Yeah.
So you're spending at least $1,200 for this combiner. Is it worth it when third party can get you something for a third of that price or half of that price? Half the price. That's crazy.
Is it pores? I
don't know. It's really weird.
Don't tell me how to spend my money, you fucking elitist.
So
I'll wait for the KO.
Who's in on this?
I'm probably in on it if you can buy it in individual pieces.
Yeah, that'd be a different story.
So if you can buy the individual pieces over a period of, let's say, a year, would you do that? Would you ultimately invest over $1,000 in this combiner?
I consider it. Yeah, I like Raiden.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's saying I would do that without actually seeing, necessarily what Zeta's doing with it, right? Like, we have no clue what Zeta's going to do at this point with it. So, like, if they do it, and, maybe Zeta just blows them out of the water, and like, well, there's just no reason to. Like, it was even the Zeta versus Hasbro's official Unicron was like a judgment call. It's like, I kind of like how Zeta's is looking, but like, I like the size of this one, and am I gonna feel like I'm missing out and all that stuff? Like, there was a big strong part of me that was like, maybe I just don't need this one, and I should just go after the Zeta one instead.
Okay, but what makes you think that at this point, right? Let's say This is now coming out. Let's say 2020 is when we start seeing it being released. Is that what you guys said?
Yeah, probably around March.
Okay.
Or something.
So saying March 2020 is when we first. Let's say it's in pieces. You see the first one being released. Zeta announced theirs, right? So while
this is not
released,
this is not coming out in March though.
okay. So but this thing is
They're
in
booked
production.
up. They're booked up on release dates until at least after May.
Okay, but let's just say you're seeing talk about this figure. They're talking about this figure next year. And Zeta shows a prototype image. You don't think they're going to go after Zeta? You don't think they're going to shut them down on their Raiden? They did it with Unicron.
Is it Raiden or Raiden?
Raiden. Do you think would they you think why would they just say, well, that was Unicron. Unicron's a special character. So that's why we shut them down. You don't think they'd shut them down on this too?
Oh yeah, they definitely would.
So Zeta's done. Their Raiden's fucked. You're never gonna see that Raiden. I'm telling you now. I'm calling it.
Well, unless something comes out beforehand.
I'm telling you, Zeta shit their pants on the whole Unicron thing. They would be extremely stupid to even show images of their Raiden at this point. Raiden, whatever. They would be very stupid to show up because they're gonna get the hammer brought down on them hard. I can't imagine they would do that. The way they chickened out and ran away with the tail between their legs with the Unicron and just said, no, we're not doing it ever. Why would they do it with Raiden?
But they didn't say that though. Like it's still coming out.
I don't think so.
It's coming out in Asia. It's not going to come out like it's going to. You're going to have to.
The Orient, you racist.
I mean,
do you know that for sure, Greg? Though.
Well, there's pre-orders on the Asian sites, and some of the filthy roundeyes that carry this sort of stuff.
Jesus.
Have been whispering. I mean, I don't want to go out and start saying everybody's fucking names and shit because I don't know if they'd appreciate that. But
Tyler F.
Okay. Yeah, Tyler F's getting a case.
I was just asking. I know. Yeah.
I don't know. You. I don't know. I'm a little offended when I brought up Nemesis Prime. You acted like I hadn't seen a picture of it or anything. It's just like, there's a picture. I was like, roll time.
Well, then the way Zeta is going to have to operate with Unicron is going to be they're going to be the same way they're operating with Raiden. It's got to be kind of like hipstery and like, oh, you don't know about this, and kind of on the down low, almost like a KO transaction. That's how they have to operate if they want to stay in business.
You get a flyer from a hobo and acid.
Yes.
And then you knock 4 times on the 7th brick.
Is his face covered in peanut butter?
This is
it will be.
This would be a good thing for Zeta to put out a Defensor or a Combitron or something right now.
Yeah, but the problem is if you are Zeta and you sunk a whole bunch of time in the Unicron, which now you're having trouble getting out there, and then you spent a whole bunch of time getting out, working on Raiden, because you've clearly been doing that. Like, you gotta go back to the drawing board there and try to get out Raiden or Defensor, I should say. Like, it's just like they are definitely in trouble. Like, I feel like Toy World works for now.
That's what I was saying. Like, does Toy World have some relationship with Takara?
Oh, maybe. That'd be cool. Cause Zeta, you're gonna fuck with us? Okay, we got you. Or
is this just karma?
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, because Zeta was. I mean, remember Zeta was putting out everything that Toy World has. They would just fucking put out something, just to do that. Then Toy was like, okay, we got you, Zeta. We're gonna go we can go be friends with the big dogs, and we're gonna have y'all shut down. It really sucks because I like Zetas. I love their 2 combiners I have. They're superior and it's really good. And I was gonna go into the Raiden thing with them. So. But
yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see how they react to this. I really do think that's going to be interesting.
There's only one thing you could do in a situation like this is sit back and watch everything unfold.
Get your popcorn ready.
Some people like to see the world burn.
I'm telling you, look, I don't like the character enough to spend that much money on it, So
yeah, that's true. That is a weird character that people are fighting over this. It's like it's a train bot.
Well, I mean, I've always
been a Raiden fan.
Have you been a Raiden fan?
Okay.
He
Everyone
got on
knows-
that train years ago.
Are you a Raiders fan?
Choo choo, my friend.
In a way, Robert, you're really not wrong, because and you kind of make me think about things too in that regard, because I picked up Star Saber, and I'm like, yeah, I like him. I'm like, but then the more you sit there, I'm like, I don't know if I really like this character, but he's G1, so I feel like I'm compelled to keep him, kind of, I don't know. So
I don't really necessarily care about the character Raiden as much as I care. I probably wouldn't pick up a third-party version.
Mm-hmm.
But just the fact that if this is going to be Takara's first official combiner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you want to see how it is. Yeah.
Well, I just want to have it. I mean, that's,
But you also want to see how it is. I told you what you want to do.
Well, that's fine there.
You do.
Creamy Legend.
Me and you are the same, man. With anything Takara comes out, we want to check it out, because we're big Takara fans, So even it is a character that we really don't care about, like you just said, it is, Takara. You want to see how it is, their first, combiner, see how it's going to hold up with the third party, and if it's better, then hopefully they'll make more combiners.
I just don't know how that's mutually exclusive from getting it because it's Takara's first combiner versus wanting to see how it turns out. But
I'm sorry, Greg.
I'm going to take a guess that based on their.
I'm waiting on Transform Element. All right.
I'm going to take a guess. Stab in the dark, shot in the dark, whatever. On a lark.
Shot through the heart.
I won't bark. My name's not Mark. I'm going to guess that there's going to be no diecast in it. It's going to be light, but that will work for a combiner. That'll be fine.
I bet they put diecast in the leg areas, the feet area, to give it more stability.
I hope somebody makes a diecast upgrade kit for it. I'm gonna make one, goddammit. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a diecast upgrade kit.
Man.
But I'm gonna make the finish on the kit different than the finish on the rest of the figure. So it looks really out of place.
Hey, Greg.
I'm gonna make it in a cave out of scraps. What?
Greg.
What?
Guess what?
What did you get this week, Greg?
Peanut butter.
Guess what? Guess who's going on tour?
Motley Crue.
Yes.
Mecca?
Def Leppard and Poison and Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. The closest they're coming is Texas, though. I might have to go watch them in Texas, though. You want to go with me?
Nope.
To Texas?
Yeah, you're a big Poison fan. We can go watch.
Do we get to mess with it?
Yeah, if you want to, we can mess with them. If you want to.
I've seen Poison before. I've seen Motley Crue before.
I've been Poison.
Can't place if I've seen Def Leppard. I honestly can't. I didn't go see Def Leppard. They played at the grand opening. I want to say of like a Walmart or some crazy shit in like Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Nice.
I may be wrong. Which is also, I didn't realize this. Fayetteville, North Carolina is the home of the very first Golden Corral.
Ooh, I love some Corral.
I know you do.
All right. What else we got next? What we got? What is? Oh, MP49. Piss off a lot of people.
Yeah, coming up next is the official images for MP49, also known as Black Convoy / Nemesis Prime.
Greg never saw this before.
I've never seen this before, no. I actually had Kit add this to the show notes.
Kit told him about it. Anybody interested?
I like it. It looks nice. I mean, I'm not gonna get it, but it looks pretty good. I don't know. I might get it.
I didn't get the first one.
You didn't get MP44?
No, I mean I didn't get the first Nemesis Prime, or the second one for that matter.
Oh, from the MP10.
Oscar.
Or MP01.
Oscar, did you get the MP44?
No, I did not.
I got MP44. In fact, I'm looking at him right now.
I did not get MP44. I think he looks nice, but
cry about it.
I was sniffling. I wasn't crying.
No,
I mean, I heard that. I mean,
cry about it.
People love the transform element. If you're interested in changing out your MP10 and you don't want to like spend that kind of cheese on an MP44.
MP44.
Which transform element would you buy though? If
What?
you wanted to switch out for your MP10, which transform element would you get?
What do you mean?
Would you get the first release, the second release, the third release?
Whatever Tim K says.
Would you get the Would you get the sleep mode? Would you get the Nemesis? Would you get the
metallic
mode, the battle damage version? Did you get the one with the special Christmas episode? Or how about that highly controversial Easter Bunny episode?
You know what, Oscar? You just had an idea there. Why don't they do holiday primes? They might as well. You could have a Christmas prime. You could have an Easter prime, a Halloween prime. You could have a Halloween prime.
I would get the Halloween prime.
Do the trailer up like they did the Pepsi prime, except like make it a sled.
What a mistake! Major miss. Wow, they should have been doing that.
Yeah.
If they do it now, we can
Santa Claus prime. What?
Dude, they could do Hanukkah prime. They could just sell a multi-pack.
Yeah, like Kwanzaa prime.
Oy vey, Autobots.
I like this MP49.
It's
I think
it looks nice. It's not for me, and sadly, the last release of the masterpiece Optimus Prime that just came out, just kind of like backed me off. You know what I mean? It just, I don't know. Like I may consider the Transform Element one if I could get a good deal on it, but it's not like I'm looking at my MP10 going, I fucking hate you. So
Right.
I mean,
Even the Magic Square. I saw Bobby's at his house, and the Magic Square is nice too. You know.
I love the Magic Square one. I think it's really well done.
It is.
So this one doesn't come with the trailer. It's going to be like $202. It won't have all the all the accessories it comes with, but I love the turquoise blue, whatever. I like that. I like the colors on this. I might be in on this guy.
They could have a Ramadan Prime.
It's a staple for Nemesis Prime, though.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm just saying it looks good on him. I think. I like the red on him. This looks pretty good. I don't know. I might get this guy.
Are you serious?
I might. Yeah.
God damn it! What are you?
I might. I don't know. If I'm probably not gonna get it when it releases. I might just wait. It's gonna go on sale eventually somewhere.
Oh,
so,
you mean Terry's gonna sell you a knockoff?
Could be. I mean, he might.
A factory reject, Robert, not a knockoff.
I don't know why you're so obsessed with me and Terry, but it's kind of
jealous of your love.
A weird thing.
I think we're all jealous of Matt's love with Terry.
Yeah.
Terry, someday we hope that Matt looks up to us like he does Terry.
I wish y'all looked up to me. I look up to y'all all the time because y'all are taller than me. But I wish y'all looked up to me. I really do. It'd be awesome. But all y'all do is make fun of me. But it's fine.
You know who looks up to you, Matt?
Who's that? Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Oh, yeah.
And speaking of flames, we are now officially talking about the 2019 Transformers Hall of Flames. The Hall of Flames.
Yes, Queen.
Yes,
Wait,
Queens. Hey.
Did we skip something? I thought I arranged these differently. No, I thought I arranged the notes differently.
Sure, that's the next one we have up.
So we got the Hall of Flames?
Yes.
Huh. Oh, okay. More than meets Hall of Fame. Okay, fan vote.
Which toy from the Siege line should be inducted into the Hall of Fame? Like, really? We're now just choosing whichever toy line you've had for the year. We choose a toy out of that goes in the Hall of Fame.
Let's read this statement.
Come on.
So Transformers Hall of Fame 2019 fan vote. Since 2010, the Transformers Hall of Fame has honored the creative minds, iconic characters, and toys spanning the Transformers franchise. To celebrate the brand's 35th anniversary, this year's Hall of Fame fan vote categories pays homage to over 3 decades of more than meets the eye history.
That's awesome itself. I mean, 35 years for, a lot of toy, companies or toy brands have not lasted that long, and Transformers is one of those, and I think it's really awesome.
I mean...
Yeah, fuck what I said. Whatever.
No, Matt. It has nothing to do with what you said. It has to do with what they're doing here. Like, your first question is, which G1 character should be included? And it's like, so... With the Transformers Hall of Fame, that's all we consider is G1. And, when you look at the set of characters they have in here, it's like Blue Streak, Brawn, Gears...
Everybody vote Brawn.
Yeah, it's like
Braun.
Holler is in here. Who the fuck gives a shit
it's-
about Holler?
It's from the first episode.
Right, and
Or the
it's
first season.
fine. But like, so the Transformers Hall of Fame, like I'm not a Beast Wars fan or anything like this, but like I could say that Optimus Primal's probably more important than Holler. You know, like
You know who would disagree with you? Mirage fans everywhere.
I know.
So, yeah.
Why do they got Devastator and then they got all of them like Hook, Long Haul, Mixmaster? So
well, because
you
you know, like
vote in Hook, vote in Hook. Fuck Devastator, just vote in Hook.
I know as a kid, you know, I look at Devastator and I'm like, no, it's all Mixmaster, you know.
Yeah.
So I want to see something stupid like Holler actually win. So, and then like the next question is like, which toy from our current toy line should get into the Hall of Fame? Like none of them. Like
let's
you're not
phrase
that.
it the way it's written. Which figure from the 2019 Transformers War for Cybertron Siege toy line should be inducted into Transformers Hall of Fame?
Right, like it's like a joke, you know. It's like, which toy do we make that you think is good enough to be in here? None of them.
Does anybody expect anything better?
I do.
From them.
I do.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing it for 35 fucking years. It's a safe bet to expect something better than this.
I'm voting Starscream.
It just shows that they're not really serious, and it's just like some type of marketing gag. Like, let's figure out what figure people like the most in addition to our sales to see where we're moving in the future. It's not really honoring their own culture and history.
And they also don't honor they don't honor any of their stuff. Like I definitely am voting for Voyager WFC S11 Optimus Prime. That is my vote.
Where the fuck is that? Where is that?
So when you look at number 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 down on the right side, Optimus Prime.
Optimus! I want Optimus!
He was my favorite turtle.
That's my favorite too. I hope Optimus Prime wins.
Christmas, so
I just voted for Optimus.
Everybody should. I am voting
Don't throw away your vote, Matt.
Mixmaster and Optimus Prime. There we go.
Windcharger's my G1 is going to be my thing. Because Windcharger was
so
such a...
Mixmaster and Optimus Prime got my votes.
You can't tell me what to do with my vote.
You don't tell me what to do, Roll Tide.
You don't ask a Transformers collector who he voted for.
Yeah, you don't. That's none of your
business. Meanwhile, Hasbro's emailing YouTube going, see, this is how you collect data on minors. Hashtag Copa.
Hashtag fuck them kids.
We'll see, Matt. We'll see, Matt. Nobody wants a $42,000 fine, I'll tell you that much. So.
Yeah, I'm going to get fined a lot, probably.
That's because you're so fun.
Come at me, bro. Come try to get
Just
this money.
label your stuff as adult and try not to use like keywords like fun or cartoon or anything like that.
Matt is going to be holed up in his swamp with his shotgun waiting for the feds to come. Come at me, Copa!
Come on. Roll Tide.
Ain't taking me alive. This is what Roll Tide would do.
Gator, sickle!
Hey, baby, give me some more shells. I need more shotgun shells.
Get him, Gator, all yours.
That's true. He snores, man. I did a live thing yesterday, and people could hear him snoring. They're like, "My God, what is that dying?" I'm like, "That's my dog, Gator."
Don't feel bad about that. My computer for work has been. I mean, I telework because I work from home, and I've been. The fan on my computer is definitely on its way out the door, and I was like, last time this happened, my computer died. Not right after, but it eventually died, and then I was like, I hope you get it to me before Monday, because you guys will force me to take days off for, like, the technology dying, right? So I called them, and of course the fan's quiet when I'm on the phone with them, but they're like, is that your fan that we hear in the background? I'm like, no, that's my dog snoring. Like, she's loud. She probably needs a CPAP machine. I don't know.
She's been like, yeah, that is the fan. Like, oh my God.
I should have. In hindsight, that was a big mistake.
Did it just bark? Good God, man. We'll send you one right away.
What the hell is wrong with this thing?
Yeah, Zoe sounds like a leaky balloon. She's like,
yeah, mine needs a, I don't know, man. It's loud. It's really fucking loud. But
back on the subject, I know it's an important thing when you hear Justin go off on a tangent. It makes some seriously good points. Not that you never do, buddy, but
he's hit and miss once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
No. Yeah.
Fit, miss, fit and finish.
Nah. Oh my God, roll tide.
That's what happens when we roll through, man.
Was that a finger in the butt?
Oh, here we go. Furry Fury package images. I have no clue what this is.
It's that Flame Toys, you know.
Oh, God damn it.
God damn it.
I am still waiting for the person to sit there and say that this was a good idea. Because all I hear is, I don't have time. And I fucking get it, right? I'm not a fucking parent. You know, Justin's a parent. Justin said, you got Gundams you haven't made yet?
Mm-hmm.
Justin. Right? So I want to hear another... Because, not to shit on the parents everywhere, but to tell me that you can't do it because you're kids... Like, I want to hear something better, because I honestly think this is, like, the biggest... Like, I understand in business there's always risk. Okay? But I just think this is an uncalled for one. Like, your claim to fame is you're a model company, right? You knocked out some really damn good models over the last, year, right? Why revert to doing this?
Because roll tide?
Because it worked for Gundam.
I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take that. That'll work.
Roll tide.
My issue with this is over. Let's move on to listener questions. No, I'm kidding.
No, really, honestly, one of the reasons I think is because it did work with Gundam at this point. Like, we've seen some Gundams come out that have been like kind of painted and stuff like that, and people are willing to pay for them that may not have bought into just the model kit or your more expensive line. So
right, and I understand that, but I think I don't know, for me, the fun in a model kit is being able to do that shit yourself.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I agree.
I mean, it stands out amongst, everyone else's freaking model. This is mine. Here's what I did to mine.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, this is just, again, it's at least this is like an officially licensed third-party company doing this. And, I don't know, I just think, God, quote me on it, I don't care. I think it's fucking stupid. And... $75 for that? No.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you. It's a mistake. They're not going to sell well.
They're not. They're going to sit there and they'll be on clearance next Black Friday.
Yep, and this is the first, and we'll see if they can survive. You know what? They're pretty big. This is Sentinel, and they have diversified pretty well. So even if this fails, you'll just see no more figures in the line, and this will go on clearance.
Which sucks.
Why do they even call it a model kit? Because it's not a model kit anymore, right?
No, it's just a Furry action.
So, I mean,
reaction, man.
I forgot who it was I was talking to. I think it was Lenny, when I was like, they ought to just make like a high-end Action Master. That's all about posability, and if you're like the photographer stuff like Matthew, right? Then this is it. But it's like, are they using the same plastic from the model kit? Like, you have to wait for reviews to come out on this. But
it's got to be the model kit. It has to just be the model kit. No, that'd be wild if it wasn't.
I mean, and the sad part is, I'm really looking, because they made, they're super high end, figures that they made, the Wing Saber, the Tarn, oh my God, Star Saber, not the Wing Saber. Jesus Christ, I'm old. Who else did they release?
Drift.
The two versions of Drift they made. Beautiful pieces. I don't own any of them specifically, but they're beautiful. They're gorgeous. And it's like, why, if you're not going to put that much intricate detail into a smaller scale, then why bother with this, man? It's just, I don't know. It's just me. Like, it sucks because I'm looking forward to, getting the model kit for Drift when it comes out. And maybe getting a Rodimus Prime from them.
I mean, if you're going to buy an action figure, a painted action figure from this company, would you rather have 5 of these or 1 of their Karai, whatever it's called? The high end. I'd rather 1 of the high end, than 5 of this. But I guess that's just whatever you want as a collector, But I don't think it's going to succeed. I don't. People in this price point, they want it to transform. So it doesn't transform. So if there is no mid-range, high-end Action Master collector, like mid to low range. They're either going to spend a lot of money or they're not buying it. You're not getting the chug collectors who want an expensive Action Master. There's no market for that.
Yeah.
You know, these are model kit fans, people who love Gundam and who don't mind getting what's an Action Master because they get to build a Gundam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like that. I feel like that is kind of part of the cost, right? You know, but like then you get these more expensive ones with the paint, and like the only thing I guess the side, you know, that could be enticing is that you know, if you aren't someone who can paint or doesn't feel confident doing it, you know, that's kind of the perk that you get some of this like more, you know, detail that you may not be able to get on your own, you know. But I mean, in the end, is it worth it? I don't know.
Like, it really, like, this packaging is really reminding me of those Bandai Gundams they're selling at Walgreens now.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know, like, they look like absolute shit. And I'm not knocking Gundam fans out there. I like my Gundams. You know, I had a few I love putting together. You know? What?
I was just telling the fans that you hate them.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
No, I
the fans.
It's true.
But, I mean, you know, it's... I just feel like this is just a waste of time an effort they could have put into something else.
I can't wait for that Prime to come out, the proper Prime, the Kurokurai, whatever the hell.
That shit's gonna be nice.
It's beautiful. But I'll tell you, what is it now, Matt? Not 3-0?
3-8.
What is it?
3-8.
No, is it 3-0?
No, that's 3-0.
3-0.
They're 3-0 now. Yeah.
3-0 Prime is half the price of Flames Toys and just as good. If
I
not
can't wait
better,
for that thing. It's supposed to be coming out sometime this month.
Where are you getting yours from? Terra?
No, it's gonna be too expensive over there. I'm probably gonna wait for a BBTS to get it.
BBTS? From Joe?
Jojo?
Joe!
Hey, Joe. I saw him at TFCon one year.
Who?
Not really. Joe.
Joel? From BBTS?
Yeah.
Have you reached out to
money.
BBTS, Matt, about maybe them sponsoring on your videos, giving you a little credit to help you out with shipping and stuff like that? I'm serious, dude. Have you tried?
No, I've not reached out to them.
I think people listening think you ought to try.
I don't.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
Greg doesn't think so, so I listen to Greg.
I can say from personal experience that it's super difficult working with BBTS. They're like, you know, I don't know if you remember, Oscar, but they're like, yeah, you can do that, but don't say our name. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I remember that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, like it was super strange. I was like, I don't know if I'm understanding the requirements here. And they're like, yeah, no, you can say whatever you want, just not our name. I'm like,
is your name Emgo?
Okay.
Well, don't say our name.
Pretty much. This is weird.
Over your face.
Only Emgo gets to say our name.
Mm-hmm.
Hi guys, Upgo here. Oh, what do we got here?
That's a really good impression.
Laugh at my own jokes.
Hey, I will fucking watch the shit out of some Emgo videos before I watch Shardouts Prime. Hey, let's Shardouts Prime. Let's do it.
Shardouts Prime.
He's too punk for me, man. He's too metal.
I can't handle the beanies. That's just too wild for me, man.
Nah, but I like me some Emgo. You think he listens? I think he does. I think secretly.
No, I doubt that.
We're too edgy for him. He probably wets himself if he hears our show.
With his 10-inch long fingers that makes Arsenio Hall look like he has baby hands.
Damn.
Hey, everybody, Emgo here. Check it out in your face. G1 because it's precious.
I wish you'd say Roll Tide one time.
Roll Tide! But, good times.
Yep.
But yeah, so if you were one of the fans that asked for this, hey, knock yourself out, pay $75.
No, he means literally knock yourself out.
Yeah, it's like literally.
Throw yourself down a set of stairs.
Look for the cow with the fence. Wear some red clothing.
Be like, you can't hit this, you son of a bitch.
I want that Prime. Moo.
we're gonna do some questions. So we got one in from Mr. TJ, and he asked, "As a kid, did you ever lose a toy or other prized possession that affected you to the point that you still remember it now in adulthood? And if you did, have you reacquired a new copy to have in your collection?" That's a really, really good question. Let's go to ring the bell. Bing, 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 bing. Matthew.
I don't think so. I don't think I don't remember. I mean, I lost tons of toys, but I just don't remember that it affected me as a kid. Then I got most everything I had as a kid right now in my collection. So yeah, I don't think I've lost it. I remember I lost when Armada came out. One of the motorcycle. I forgot. What's his name?
Perceptor.
Not Perceptor.
Kicker?
No, not Kicker. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. The Decepticon motorcycle. God dang, I forgot his name. Anyways.
With the heads?
Yes.
Head guy. Oh.
Yeah, he had the headmaster. Yeah, he was a little headmaster. And he was under
Sideways.
Unicron. It's one of Unicron's.
Sideways.
Sideways, okay, yeah. Well, I shot the missile in the car, and it went through the ventilation, the air conditioning, the vents and everything, and I lost it. And did you ever do that? Like you shoot something and just
Were
don't know
you
what
driving when this happened?
No, I was
Lisa's like, damn it.
No, I was sitting in the car just messing around with it, and the missile just went pew and shot off, and it fell down into the front of it and everything. And I lost it, and I've done that several times. I've lost missiles before where they just shoot off and I don't know where they go, and so, but it has nothing to do with as a kid. But
I wonder you don't have any damn kids.
I just pictured you as a kid with that same beard.
In like a baby seat.
And like a baby t-shirt. This is pretty cool mini-con. This shit's pretty cool. He shoots it, goes in the X. He's like, oh no.
Damn it. But no, I don't have any. I don't remember as a kid losing any positions. Like I said, I lost a lot of stuff when I was a kid, but we moved a lot, so my mom threw away most of my toys and everything. So
when you lost the missile, did you just get all sad and go, "Good night, folks"?
I did. I was like, it was just one of those because it doesn't really affect you, but when you look at that, when I look at him now, because I don't have the missile still, when I look at him, he's missing something. I'm just like, damn it, I don't have that missile. It doesn't, it just bothers you. You're looking at something, and you're like, he's just incomplete.
It was in the car the whole time.
Are you all right, Oscar? Roll Tide.
I'm sorry. It's just I heard Greg say, "Did you say good night, folks?" Just picture.
I put my head down, just sold him.
A young Matt again with the beard, dressed up like a kid. It's like, "Good night, folks." He starts drinking his Capri Sun.
That's my story.
I love you, Matthew. Oh my God!
You never lost like the Starscream hands?
I don't. You know what? I don't think I had a Starscream as a kid. I didn't have any of the Seekers as a kid. It's weird. I mean, he was still one of my favorite characters. I never got a Starscream as a kid. My first Starscream was when I started, collecting as an adult.
I hate those damn poser ass Starscream fans.
Yeah, you're a poser.
Yeah, this podcast is full of nothing but #1 Mirage fans. Take that, fandom.
So yeah.
All right. What about you, Justin?
No, I can think of like things that have broken that I felt like I needed to replace, but like I can't think of anything I had as a kid that I was like, oh no, I lost that. Like, yeah, I was usually pretty. I can't speak. Fuck it, I'm done. No, I don't think as a kid I usually was pretty good about bringing my stuff and not actually losing it anywhere. I know my sister, she lost a number of things that were important to her as a child, but I don't think that ever really happened to me. I mean, like at most I bring like a G.I. Joe guy, so maybe he lost a gun somewhere, but I think even then like I tend to leave those at home. So yeah, I don't know, I never experienced anything that was like a profound loss as a kid. So
okay. Gregors, what about you, buddy?
I A bear. Well, you know what? Actually, I did lose something inexplicably. I never got him back. Do you remember the GI Joe guy? I think his name was like Raptor or something. He had the bird wings. He was in the comics.
Mm-hmm.
He was one of the. He got buried on the freighter. Yeah, he got buried on the freighter in the comics. Spoiler from like way back then.
30 years ago.
Cobra Commander came back and he didn't fuck around. I just lost him. I was playing with him on the couch, and I got up to go do something. I was a kid, and I came back. He was gone. Never found him. Don't know what happened to him. I think he got raptured.
In a more recent story, I'll throw out a more recent story real quick. I'm sorry to cut you off, Greg, but I opened my MPB today, and I put him on the table, and one of my oldest child swoops in like a raptor when I had to deal with the younger one, and started taking off running with MPB, halfway transformed, and that gun went missing for a good hour and a half before I found it. So,
newsflash, Justin. It wasn't just something random. Your son planned that. That is your boy.
He's like, the baby pooped herself. Time to take this. So she's smart.
Instead of telling his sister, just crap yourself. It'll be okay. Don't worry about it.
Fine, just go. Yeah.
Do it.
Sorry to cut you off, Greg.
No, that's fine. I deserved it, but I'm not finishing. I buried a Power Punch He-Man and a Mummy Mumbra at the beach when I was a kid, and I went back to get them, and yeah, they weren't there anymore. The tide had shifted. Oh, I'm sure they were probably still there, but they were just way underwater.
Who whispered shattered cast?
Am I hearing? Yeah, am I hearing shit? Like, I was like, am I hearing voices?
It's a ghost. What was that? Oh, what was that? Robert.
Oh, actually, I told the story before. It was a long time ago. When I was a kid, my best friend, I still know him today, but I've known him since pre-K. We're both Transformers collectors. Years and years and years ago,
you were kids.
He had the Autobot twins, right? I brought over a bunch of G1 Transformers, including like Skyfire. I brought over a bunch. And he had the twins. I wanted them so bad. I insisted on trading with him. And I traded like a lot of my G1 collection just for those crappy twins. And it made me sick for years. Zelia, I'm talking. I'm on the show. So when Scarlett was like 4 years old, I told her the story because she wanted to know. You know, I forget how it came up, but I told her what happened with her Uncle Jesse. She got him on the phone, and she told him that was not nice what he did. And then he came and gave me all my toys back. Like, it was so awesome. It was, and like I got all my G1 Transformers back.
Poop.
Please don't say poop into the microphone. That's my job.
You told her to say it. Don't even play yourself.
No, I did not say poop. She just says poop. 4-year-old, and she twerks too.
Poop.
Oh, God.
Poop.
Please stop.
Poop.
Okay, stop saying poop now. That's my job. Okay. Sorry, guys. But also, recently, my SOC vehicle Voltron has a little teeny, look like jacks, little teeny antennas. It comes with two of them, and a giant floppy, super tight clamshell. And when I opened the clamshell, all the little bits went flying, and I lost one of the little chrome antennas. This happened very recently, and apparently Bobby sent mine back to me with a jacks in place where the antenna was. So I have to clean my whole office to find this teeny little, like, microscopic size silver antenna, or I've seriously devalued this $400 set. That's karma. That's karma.
You mean like all your shitting on it since like you got it?
Yeah.
It hasn't devalued it enough?
That's just honesty. But I have one more thing to say. Poop.
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 That was pretty cute.
I didn't tell her to say that.
So that was Lisa?
That was Lisa. That was Azalea. The third party baby.
Mm.
What about you, Oscar?
Yeah, Oscar.
Okay, so I want to say I was like 12, and I had these G.I. Joes, and I was watching the Fred Savage movie where he was playing with them, with G.I. Joes, and like he buried them. because like they were dead or whatever. So I was like, I'll do the same thing, and it was a gun ho I had.
A gun ho?
Yeah, Gun Ho was his name. He's the Marine that like had just had the green vest and the fucking Marine's tattoo in his chest.
Gun Ho.
And yeah, I buried him in my front yard with all intents and purposes for him to come back to life the next day because, you know, stories, right? And dug up the spot I swore I buried him in and just never found him.
Oh, no.
Did you not put a grave marker?
No. Sure did. They were in battle. They didn't have time.
They're going to dig him up one day, and they're going to put him in Arlington.
The landscapers came early that morning with the hose and the rakes, and you're like, no!
They didn't, man, just didn't take it into account. But I was young. I didn't give to, you know. I did end up purchasing a gun ho many, 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 many years later. The vintage. And I was just like, don't know what I saw in these. I think it was always the guns that they had, stuff like that. So that's about it. We have
the shirtless Marine action figure.
I sure did.
I can see a nipple.
Now I have another question here from the last time we made a post on our Facebook page. That's facebook.com/shatteredcast. What's one feature a Transformer can have that always gets your attention? Lights and sounds, action features, a particular design choice. Has this feature ever influenced your purchases?
I can answer this one.
Okay.
Being a Mirage.
Definitely.
You're shady. You're so shady.
Who's shady?
You're like shady.
About
Matthew.
Yeah, you're shady. Oh.
I mean, it's either sculpt or paint. It's either sculpt or paint. Obviously, something that attracts you to it, right?
For me, it's aesthetics.
I like combiners.
I like a skull. I mean, I like the paint and articulation. Really, you know, if you can articulate well. I mean, because I love taking pictures of them and everything. So you can get them into some nice poses and everything. That's a big plus for me. I have no room to, you know, store them, or display them, are all articulated and everything. But I do like them when they can do that. But I love a good paint job.
On your face.
Yeah. On my face, roll tide.
On your neck.
What? Protect your neck.
Mine is aesthetics. When I decided to go back into collecting like knee deep during the classics, mine was the Seekers. I love their jet mode. I loved just the way they looked in robot mode. I love how imposing they were. You know, I joked with, I want the forearms to be bigger and the feet too. Yeah, I got that with Power of the Prime Starscream, which was a fucking disappointment. But, friggin', for me, it's overall aesthetics. How do they look as a robot? How do they look in their alt mode?
Oscar, do you collect Legends? Are you into Legends?
Yes and no.
Man, that Starscream from New Age, it looks fucking awesome. I think
Oscar likes Mech Fans toys.
You should probably hurry up and jump on it. I think Terry's got a coupon.
He does 5% off. Actually, if you mention my name, he will give you a virtual hug. Actually, but no, I mean seriously. I mean the New Age Seekers look beautiful, and I think you would enjoy them. To be honest.
Yeah, but I mean, like, where am I gonna? The sad part is, like, I'm still into whatever Hasbro releases. I'll buy a few figures to try it out, see how I feel about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe I'll be in like I was for Siege, and then find my little ones I'm not crazy about. Like, I went crazy for the fucking Seekers in the Siege line. Then the bastards go ahead and say, "Oh yeah, we're totally gonna do the Seekers again for Earthrise, and they're gonna be Voyagers."
Yeah.
They're gonna look like upscale deluxe class figures.
Well, the Siege ones are Voyagers too. Also. So yeah, I mean, I understand that, but with Seekers, they're always going to get 13 recolors, and it's a money, it's a money thing.
So yeah, we got anyone else want to answer that question?
I definitely am someone who is somewhat likely to pick up something if the engineering is kind of unique. in the ways of unique, like I feel like it has to have a good end result. Like it has to look nice to me too. So there is a degree of aesthetic in there. But I mean, yeah, I definitely have bid on things because I'm like, oh, I'd like to see how they did this. So
I wonder, do people ever buy Transformers just for the transformation? Just for, they like to transform it back and forth?
I would say yes.
I'm sure there is, but
I know a guy who's into Transformers that transform their transformations.
Mm-hmm.
I can think of a figure. I can think of a figure in the recent past, not too recent, but not too far, not too distant. That I enjoyed buying too, because I was into Legends and Legion class figure and Cyberverse. It was when Generations Metroplex came out. I was looking forward to transforming it to a base to have like playtime with my little figures. No, that was something. It was simple. It's because it was simple and easy to go back and forth, and it wasn't some large endeavor.
Again, like I bought that for aesthetics.
Yeah.
Like it looked awesome. And I never had the Metroplex as a kid. I never had the Fort Max as a kid. I never had the Triptychon. That's why I got all three of them.
Yeah.
The same thing with like Devastator was an impulse because I was at Toys R Us that time in Orlando. But right now it's like I never had an Omega Supreme. Considering maybe that should be my next, to look out for on better deals.
Oh yeah, the Siege one. Yeah.
Yeah, and the Predaking was a one because it's a fucking Predaking.
Yeah, I think you'll like the Omega, man. If you ever, I think I don't know if they're showing up in Ross's or Big Lots or something. I don't know, Ollie's or something. But yeah, if you come across him for a good price, definitely he's my favorite bot out of the big ones and everything, the city bots and stuff. He's really good.
And how about you, Gregors?
Alrighty, man.
Legends figures.
I love some Legends figures.
We're still on the buy-in stuff, right?
Yeah.
Question? Oh, I already answered that. I said I love a combiner. A combiner. I get excited about combiners.
Would you buy a Mirage combiner? If you have 5 of them and they're combined into one big Mirage?
Is MMC doing a gift set?
Yes. Yes. They would do a gift set, yes. Those Sphinxes.
I can call it Pyramidtron.
I like Scary Sphinx and Sporty Sphinx.
The clear Sphinx would be the waist.
Sphinx.
The clear Sphinx would be the waist, so that would be awesome. It would scare the shit out of everybody trying to, maneuver it and everything.
Oh, man.
We got one more question here from our number one fanboy, Mr. MP Collector. How good of a job do you think our favorite online retailers do in reference to their catering to our community every Black Friday? To put it another way, as Transformers collectors, how excited are you for Black Friday deals each year? Why not?
That's a good question. I didn't get anything this Black Friday. I didn't, I think there's some decent sales out there. I think someone had the Monster Bots from Fans Hobby for like $70 a piece. I think that was a pretty good deal. And some of the online retailers had some other good stuff. I just didn't get anything. Most of the stuff I already had. So, but I think they do a decent job. I think everybody has an equal amount of nice stuff on sale, that people want and everything. So I think they do a decent job.
Yeah, I noticed this year. Excuse me. I noticed this year, just because I was paying attention. It's probably every year that people, I guess, like they expected it to be like brand new stuff on sale.
Oh yeah, no, come on now.
They're like, I'm gonna make toys cone heads for $6. But it's like Black Friday's always like that's like pushing shit out before the beginning for next year's model comes in,
Yep.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, that's what it is. Yeah. And it coincides with Christmas, so like it's still new enough. It's like, hey, I got you this, I got you this tube TV for Christmas. But
oh,
yeah, it's like people were like, I was hoping to get some, Fans Toys Galvatron M
for $35.
it's
I'll say $10 at this online retailer on Black Friday. Man, what a deal!
Yeah, if you're going into Black Friday sales looking for something new on a good deal, come on now. These are like year or 2 years. Usually they've been around for, and they're just trying to push their stock off. Stock out and everything.
A couple of years of overstock that they got to fucking move out, so they'll drop the price to it's ridiculous. And
you can get some good MMC stuff for sale. I think some TS Source has some nice ones for sale.
Did BBTS have like Failsaber for like $40 at one point?
Something like that, yeah. BBTS had a what they have that was a pretty good deal.
They had a Black November. Like those motherfuckers didn't been playing for one weekend. Those guys put
they were
a huge sale the entire month of November.
But yeah, BBTS. I didn't really look at BBTS. I'm sure they have some really good deals. But yeah, it's older stock that, like Greg said, they're trying to push out. You're not going to get Fans Toy stuff like Motor Master for $102 or some stuff like that.
Yeah,
a lot of that shit sold out. I mean, a lot of that shit sold out too. Like a lot of the shit that's not brand new, like it's stuff that sold out because people already wanted it and bought it.
Right. Mm-hmm. I don't think did they even have Fans Toys that were anything or even worth getting for Fans Toys. I mean, most of the stuff sold out.
Dracula and Hydra.
Okay, and that's a good one too. Dracula's a good one. Hydra, but Dracula, I love Mindwipe. He's a good one.
Dracula and Hydra were the only ones I saw. I think that's about the only thing though that's really in stock. Maybe like a Diobot, like a Sever or something that was still something that they re-released.
People wouldn't Weird Wolf like, I want them to come back out Weird Wolf, but I only want to pay $50 for it.
Yeah,
I don't know what TF Source is doing because I checked my USPS informed update email, and apparently I have a flyer for the TF Source Black Friday sale.
I did too. I just got it in. I got it in today too. The holiday guide. I got it in. It's a 2-day shipping.
Oh, it's an actual book?
Yeah, it's a booklet. Again? A little booklet that shows.
I thought it was like a little card or flyer.
They don't give prices or anything. Just it's showing all their stuff and everything. And
Matt, if you have to ask, you're probably not supposed to.
Yeah, but it's pretty cool. I got this in the mail a couple days ago. Pretty neat.
Yeah, mine's out there right now. I might walk down there and get it. I don't know. It's kind of cold.
Do it. Robert ain't talking anymore. He must be eating lasagna.
No, I have my lasagna. No, I mean, I think that it's just clearance sales. And they just make it, that's all that it is. They're not thinking about you as a customer. They're just like, look, we got a bunch of shit. It's the end of the year. We need to move it. Here's a 30% sale. And it's a great time. It's a great opportunity, though, for people who waited on something. And that's a gamble. You're waiting to hope that there's a surplus and it's not sold out. But it pays off sometimes. And people get something that they couldn't get when it came out. And now they want to get it. And they're happy about it. I love seeing that when someone's like, I got this on clearance. I'm happy for it, That's
Awesome.
They're not doing it for you,
Target had pots for $50. Anybody jump on that?
They had what now?
Had what?
Instapots.
No, I missed that one.
That's a good deal.
That's a good deal.
Instapots rule. You think I'm joking?
I wanted to get an extra one just so I could do side dishes.
We have to. We bought the small one, and then my wife liked it so much that we bought the bigger one. So now we have to.
Yeah, I might order that BB-8 one, which is like a
that'd
6
be cool. I didn't see that. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, they have a BB-8 R2D2, Chewbacca, a Darth Vader, and something else, but they're different size ones. So the BB-8's they're kind of to what scale you expect. I mean, of their sizes they offer, the BB-8's not going to be the biggest one, it'll be the smaller one. But,
nice.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Roll Tide.
So what's
Roll Tide Pod?
What's everybody want for Christmas?
I think I'm seriously thinking of asking for that Red Dragon from JX. The Transmetal 2 Megatron.
It looks awesome. I just don't see it. Do you pick your stuff up and mess with it a lot?
Sometimes, like the newer stuff. Oh well, if I get something new, I'll start messing around with it more often. Not the older stuff, but
I just don't see that as being something that I'm going to pick up and mess around with because I got to move. Like
because of the
Dad-
paint job, the paint is also I don't know. It's something that looks good. I do want that Optimus Prime from 3.0. That's something I really want.
Well, it's pretty easy to transform, and I mean, if you're careful with it, I think the paint issue, like if you're expecting it, I think you can kind of mitigate some of the problems. It's just so fucking unwieldy, and then you got those wings hanging off.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a huge figure. Yeah,
it's a urge.
It's the beaut.
It's something.
It's a beaut, though.
But I think that's all I really want for Christmas right now. That's 3.0 Prime. Really, I want really bad. I want it to come out.
Yeah, I think I'm just doing Hound, which I already have pre-ordered.
Oh yeah, is he gonna be out before Christmas?
I want the 3A Mirage.
He comes out like the day after Christmas.
The day after? Oh, okay. Oh, you want a Mirage?
I want a 3A Mirage, my G1 style. I need it to scale perfectly my MP collection, or else I'm going to sit there and call anyone who buys it and likes it a piece of shit.
Oh, you know what I hope comes
Piece
out
of
for you? I hope we get a Furry Action Mirage.
Oh my god.
That'd be awesome.
Just for you.
That would be excellent. I would add to my Mirage collection. I got Combiner Wars. I have RID. I have RID 2010. I have Power of the Primes. I have Siege. I have Sphinx. I have half-colored Sphinx on the left, half-colored Sphinx on the right. And I have all blue Sphinx. I have DX9.
Yeah, Broken G1.
I hope you get a Furry Action Whirl.
Oh.
And with a Ravage, a Furry Action Ravage, and a Furry Action Whirl. With a Furry Action like a TV studio.
Free ride.
There's a Cyberverse Whirl coming out that doesn't look terrible. I mean, I'm sure it is. But...
Did you see the Cyberverse, the new ones, that Prime? It's got some decent articulation for a Cyberverse figure.
Yeah, it looks spindly and easily broken, like one of those shitty $5 General.
I mean, it's still got some good articulation. I'm just saying it's Cyberverse. I'm not expecting, top, grade, action figure and stuff, everything, but it looks better. They're getting better, and they got blast effects. I think that's pretty cool. I think every Transformer now should come with a blast effect. I think that's automatic, but that's just me.
Oh, speaking of Cyberverse and toys that aren't the best in the world, actually, Matt's not the best action figure is what I'm thinking about. Anyway, did you see they're doing evergreen GI Joes? Like they did those Walgreens Transformers.
No.
So you're gonna get you're finally get those 6-inch GI Joes you've been wanting with 2 points of articulation.
Oh man, that is gotta be garbage. Hot garbage.
Sad.
And every vehicle is going to be a trouble bubble.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's all it's going to be. It's going to be just going to be 6 sides.
Sad about G.I. Joe, man.
It is very sad.
Yeah, it has. God damn, that shit went tits up quick.
I was looking through G.I. Joe figures, even like the early 90s, like just how much shit they were putting out. Because I was trying to find the ones that the Knights of Ren remind me of. And I was looking through like the Yojo archives or whatever. And I was like, oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. I had that one. That was fun. Like this one was stupid, but it was fun. Oh, I remember I put these guys in cold water, and they turned like into zombies. I almost said Nazis. They turned into Nazis. They turned into zombies.
I love Zartan. I love Zartan because of that water thing. That was pretty cool.
That was this. Oh,
Go
yeah.
ahead, and Cobra Commander, get in the water. Look
now,
what
was
happens.
Zartan the only one that did? I think the Dreadnoughts didn't do any of them, did they?
Zartan, Xandar, and Zorana all had the light reflective or light reactive. They turned blue.
Okay.
Yeah. I was thinking more like the Eco Warriors, like you
I got you.
water and they get the damage.
Yeah. Well, Transformers did that too in the 90s. They had the water, the changing the color, didn't they?
That was a G2 line in Europe, right?
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Squirt Masters.
Hashtag squirt.
they had Ninja Force around that time too. Remember that Zartan? He had the leather vest and the big old orange mohawk.
I don't remember that one.
Because nothing
Mad
says
Max.
ninja, nothing says like the art of invisibility like a
They're
giant
a mohawk.
Orange mohawk. Or
Man,
the
the
yellow
90s.
outfits with black tiger stripes on it. What can't see them in that green jungle?
Well, how are they
Fucking
going?
90s, man.
How are
Yellow
they gonna
out.
fight the Python Patrol?
Man, these guys are good. All hell America.
They were on some good acid back in the 90s making toys, man.
Did you guys watch that? A lot of people didn't even know, like myself included, until later on, that they actually did the DIC series.
The Dick series?
Like, yeah, the Dick. Like after Real American Hero in the movie, like I don't think any of the channels that we had showed that. And DIC took over.
UPN did for us around here, I think. Is either
Yeah, it
that
was
or
like post-
actually it might have been
WPIX
WB. I don't remember. But we did get that the Dick series around here. I totally remember Metalhead.
That's the name of that's the new series we should do is the Dick series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that shit was funny. Like,
Shattered Deke.
well, we're gonna paint all our vehicles in tiger stripes. Well, we're gonna get a coked up dude with rocket launchers on his back to lead Cobra troops.
Oh God, remember G.I. Joe Extreme? Shout out to Gary Chalk who voiced there.
Yeah,
the
I
odds
tried
are
not
against us. That's just how we like them.
Oh, what was I watching that old Gary Chalk popped up? Oh, I was watching
Freddy vs.
Watchmen.
Jason.
Was he? What? Would you say Watchmen?
Yeah, he's in
Oh, he's on the
Watchmen.
new series? Oh.
No, the movie.
Oh, the movie. Oh.
Yeah. When they're discussing the nuclear options with Nixon in the bunker.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yep.
And he's like, I think he's the one that's given like statistics. Like he's basically like, we could nuke all the commies, and maybe just lose the East Coast.
He was in a Freddy vs. Jason also. He's a sheriff.
He was the sheriff.
And he was just in the he was a cop in another movie. He got shot. What series was that?
He was also in Freddy vs. Jason. You mentioned
Yeah, I
that?
just said that. Yeah.
Yeah,
he's
so,
sheriff.
yeah.
But he was just in a
Sheriff.
series that I
He
watched.
was in the Leprechaun origin movie also.
Was he really?
Yes,
Wow.
he was.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, he turns up in a number of things.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, it's a good drinking game actually.
What show was it? I'm going to look that up. He was just in a recent show that he was a.
Hold on, I'm
cop.
looking it up. I'm looking up his filmography right now. If you do it too, it might break the internet.
I'm trying. Yeah, I'm trying.
That might
Hold
take
on.
up all the bandwidth. And, oh my god.
He was in a movie. He was just in a recent series. He wasn't in it very long.
Cold
And-
Squad?
Was it called? No.
No, that just.
So God,
wasn't
he's been in a
started.
lot of shit, dude. Oh my god. I did not know he was. Yeah, he was in G.I. Joe Extreme. He was Lieutenant Stone.
Extreme.
He was. He was Man at Arms and Whiplash in He-Man Masters of the Universe, 2002. Oh. Dude was in a lot of stuff, man. RoboCop. Anyways.
That's where I saw him too.
Oh, hey, he was the coked up dude with the rocket launchers on his back that I was talking about. Huh.
Wow.
Wow. Small world.
He was a Nick Fury agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. He's Dum Dum.
God damn, he was Guts Man, Bright Man, Dark Man, Needle Man, Heat Man, and Stone Man, and Mega Man.
Dark Angel.
Man.
MacGyver.
Man.
National Lampoon's Thanksgiving Family Reunion. When was
He
that?
was
When did that come
additional.
out?
He was additional voices in RoboCop Alpha Commando.
Man, he's been in a lot of stuff.
Mhm.
He was Dawson in Street Fighter.
He was in the Predator, the recent Predator.
Who did he
All
play in that?
The postal worker.
Yeah, he was the mailman. Holy shit, yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah,
dropped
he
off
dropped
the
off
package for the
the
kid.
mask, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Well,
I do
hold
remember that now.
6 Degrees of Gary Chalk, of Optimus Prime. You know who did the vocal effects for the Predator in the first movie, right?
Peter Cullen.
Peter Cullen.
All right, I think it's about
Hold
time to wrap it up. It's time to wrap it up. We're just rambling.
Wrap it up.
Robert D's not even talking anymore. He's like, man, I'm done with this
I
shit.
died.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
All right.
What? I want to know what Matt was talking about.
I forgot. He was in it. I forgot. I just don't. I don't see it on there. So.
Arrow?
No, it wasn't on Hero.
That seems like something you'd watch. No offense.
Did you ever know that you're my? Yeah.
He was the coach. I didn't realize he was the coach.
And on that note of Matthew singing, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up.
Seems like a good idea.
Greg's going to continue his 6 degrees of Optimus Prime. You can always catch us on Facebook over at facebook.com/ShatteredCast and look us up on Instagram, Shattered_Cast_Uncut. We're over 1,600 followers. On behalf of me and the Furious Foursome, I'm your host, Oscar Alonso, telling you to be kind to yourselves and each other. Please collect responsibly and have a wonderful, wonderful week.
And watch out for Gary Chalk. He'll sneak up on you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Roll Tide also. Tell us how we're doing. Tell us how we're doing.
Don't do that.
Good night.
Okay, don't do that.
Shoutouts to Courthouse Network, ROC, Legends Around, Toy Detox, Plastic Fanatics, Spirit Vultures, Nerd Rage Radio, and my personal favorite, the well-established Gentleman's Show, Stasis Lock. At Real Robot, at Fear Corpse, I am Ratchet. Third Party TF Crashers, and Open Your Toys Podcast. This podcast is intended for mature audiences only. Its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive